Hey friends, it's Miss Hughes again. It's time for a story time. I decided to take out this book called Trains by Gail Gibbons because earlier today it was nice and cool and I had my window open because I wanted to hear what was going on outside. I heard some birds and some people singing outside, so I wanted to hear it. And one thing that I also hear at home, because I live closer to the city, I always hear the train going by. So I wanted to read you this story about trains. Excuse me. Trains by Gail Gibbons. Look at all these trains. Many kinds of trains move along the tracks. It's like my sister's texting me. Clickety-clack. They are pulled by their powerful locomotives. A lot of different kinds of trains. The first locomotives were built about 150 years ago, way before I was born. The trains were pulled by steam engines. They used wood or coal for fuel. You see that right there? All that black stuff in there? That's the coal. And then they put it in here and it steams it up and gets it real hot and it moves it that way. Today, some steam engines are still in use. There are also trains that have diesel engines. That's a type of gasoline. Some trucks are diesel trucks. And others are run by electricity. See that right there? It says electric cable. They run on railroad tracks. So this is the track. So this is like if you're seeing it from the front right there. So this area right here, that's that right there. Okay, that says that that's a railroad tie. And then you have spikes that hold the rails in. And then right there is where the wheel is of the train track. Passenger trains carry people through subway tunnels and around cities and to nearby towns. Some passenger trains stop at railroad stations and carry people to faraway towns and cities. Let me put this down just a little bit. Passengers can eat the dining car. They call them cars, I don't know why. And sleep on the train. Call it a Pullman car. And then your coach car. People sleep in it. There are freight trains too. They carry heavy loads. Sometimes more than one engine is needed to pull a very long train. If you have a long train, sometimes you see two engines up front. The cars are connected by couplers. These are the couplers. Couplers hold cars together when one car is bumped into another. Pulling the uncoupling lever lets them come apart. So right here you have the coupler and then the lever or lever. Then you pull it and it pulls the cars apart. Freight trains have lots of different cars. Flat cars haul many kinds of cargo. This is a flat car. Even though it's a train, they just call each separate one a car. Refrigerator cars carry food that needs to be kept fresh. The hopper cars are hauling gravel and coal. The train stops. Grain is poured into the covered hopper cars. See, there's gravel and then there's coal right there. There's some coal and some gravel. Those are called hopper cars. The trains move on. Piggyback cars carry truck trailers. See, this is a piggyback car. It's just a flat thing, so they have truck trailers on top of that. Box cars and tank cars go by. Here are some box cars and some tank cars. The box cars are carrying furniture, but I've seen them carry a lot of different things before. The tank cars are carrying oil. Carry a lot of different kinds of chemicals too. They might even carry diesel. These gondola cars are hauling scrap metal. I've seen plenty of those come through my town. The train stops, grain is dumped from the covered hopper car. So look at how cool. There is a little thing underneath it so it fills up, and then they pull a lever and all the grain comes out from the bottom. The train moves on again. 3-level rack cars roll by carrying shiny new cars. At the end of the train is the caboose. We always hear about the caboose. The caboose is for the train crew. There are all kinds of trains. It is fun to watch them go by. Have you ever sat on the street in the car and watched them go by? And then right here we have all different kinds of signs. We have railroad crossing ahead, railroad crossing, another railroad crossing. Then this railroad crossing has flashing lights. And this railroad crossing sign has that big bar that goes up and down, up and down. And then it says that people need to slow down. The train's got to slow down. A station, a mile, the red light, green light, yellow light. They have those too. And then they have stop and proceed and all that good stuff. So there you go. I hope you have a good night. I'll see you back again tomorrow. Parents, look at your emails. I'll be sending you an email, if not tonight, tomorrow, about a cool challenge that we're going to have. Okay? Bye.